Right now, Jamie, we're talking about the voters in the 7th Congressional District, and they're whittling down the 32 candidates to fill the remainder of Elijah Cummings' term. The congressman died in October of last year. The polls are open tonight until 8 o'clock. So let's talk about his legacy. I'm joined in the studio now by Sean Yost, editor of the Baltimore Afro. Sean, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Kelly Swoop. Appreciate it.
For his role, as a longtime lawmaker, as a civil rights activist, what's it going to take for somebody to step up and fill those big shoes?
Well, I don't know if anybody can totally fill his shoes. Ever since his death in October, I've been scrambling as a reporter to report on the aftermath. And we have about 30 people who are trying to move on to the next phase of this election period, trying to fill the seat in the 7th District. The reality is that whoever wins tonight is still going to be confronted by at least a couple of dozen people in the April primary. So the winner is only going to hold this seat for less than 90 days, and then they'll have to defend it all over again in April.
We talk about he was so active on a national level, not just Baltimore, in terms of his fight for prescription drugs, and lawmakers have even named an act after him in terms of his fight for that. So what is the person who fills his shoes going to have to do to keep his legacy alive?
Well, it's going to be incredibly difficult. I mean, as the chair of oversight, he was right in the middle of the fight, the impeachment fight against Donald Trump. You hear the Democrats quoting him still after his death, going forward in that impeachment fight. So again, trying to fill his shoes is going to be an incredibly difficult thing, but you have some people that are in the race that are very able lawmakers and are going to endeavor to do a great job in his absence.
We think about how Baltimore was put in the national spotlight with the president talking about the city being rat infested and, kind of degrading us and putting the city in a national spotlight in a negative way.
Right.
But then you look at today where you have such a small voter turnout, less than 10%. What is the winner going to have to do to kind of galvanize, to rally the troops to get out and vote, make a difference?
Well, what the winner is going to have to do is deliver for the people, ultimately, because it's a district, it's a vast district that encompasses not just Baltimore City, but parts of Baltimore County and Howard County. So you have people throughout the district, some who have nothing and some who have a whole lot. So the person who takes that seat ultimately is going to have to cater to a very diverse constituency.
Okay. When you think about the presidential election and the race, you have so many people in that field. I mean, this race, 24 Democrats, 8 Republicans in the race. Do you think the fact that it was such a crowded field possibly led to the lower voter turnout?
I think so, because it makes it difficult for people to really focus on the individuals that really have their best interests at heart. But I think after today, you're going to get a thinning out of all the people that have been involved in the race so far, and then voters will have the opportunity to focus once again more intently on just who is going to best serve their needs.
All right, Sean Yost, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Kelly.
We will see.
We'll see.
All right. Again, the polls are open until 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to bring you the results as they come in right here on WMAR2 News and online at WMAR2news.com.